Disclaimer! This project is just a concept and I am weird. Hello my good viewers, and welcome to yet another Super Smash Bros. DS character concept video. Today I am happy to present the one and only better rival to Mario than that pesky blue porcupine. Wario, the Almighty, appears as a newcomer in this hypothetical game. He'd be the most overpowered character by far. Okay fine, I'll make it fair. He'd hold back on purpose to make it balanced for the other challengers. There, is that better? Alright, cool. Let's talk about design. Given that the first WarioWare title would have come out during the years in between Melee and this game, Wario would wear his biker outfit. He would exist independently from the rest of the Mario cast. As such, he would count as a Wario series character. His costume would bear some alterations from the one in Brawl, and would be closer to the ones that were depicted in promotional art for the WarioWare games on the GBA. Oh, and don't worry, I do plan to show his classic costume in his future color swap video, but that'll be way later down the line. But while we're on that, I have to confess, you see, my original script for this video consisted of reasons as to why Wario is better than Mario, and could definitely beat him in any sport, and that he is simply losing on purpose because he bets against himself. But then after giving it a second look, I figured, that is already public knowledge, and there's no need to reiterate it. Anyway, back to the design. If you notice, the logo that says hurry up is missing from the back of his jacket. This is because he actually didn't get that until Brawl. So to make it more unique, I decided not to have it here. I mostly emphasize my focus towards more saturated colors, in order to make him look more fun rather than natural like Brawl does, while maintaining a kind of realistic approach. Unfortunately, due to maxing out the poly limit, I was unable to provide Wario with the straps coming off his helmet. In that regard, it might look a little off, but like Thanos says, sometimes you gotta throw things off of a cliff to get what you want. Speaking of the poly limit, let's talk about technicalities. Wario's poly count sits at exactly 614 tries. The main area that made it so difficult to keep a low poly count is the fact that Wario's model has a mouth. As such, he's the first character in this roster that I had to provide with a jawbone, and I expect to follow this kind of treatment for future characters that I have planned. Because of the poly limit again, I was unable to provide him with a tongue, and had to fake it through a texture. I doubt that it would be much noticeable in an actual game, unless you're playing in FPS mode and get chomped on by him. Speaking of movesets, let's talk about attributes. Wario would count as a short heavyweight character. He would possess similar traits to the ones that he had in Brawl, and as expected, I had to sacrifice the bike, which is a good thing for me since I didn't have to model it. His side special would instead be his dash attack from the Wario Land series. Using this move allows Wario to ram through objects and people in his path. It would also be able to be used mid-air as a side recovery. While in this phase, it can still be hit from other angles. And with that, we conclude today's entry on Wario the Great. My original plan was to reveal Samus and Fox first. They were a little more complicated to make than I figured, so I'll probably do other characters before them, but I promise that they will come eventually. In the meantime, you can look forward to more content on the regular. But until then, I wish you all well. Bye bye!